right now it's time for your morning wake-up call, courtesy of Shohei Ohtani's 28th home run of the season.
And Ohtani swings, hits a drive, deep right center field, way back to the wall, and is gone, a home run. Shohei Ohtani, home run number 28.
With that, we welcome in our MLB insider, Buster Olney. Buster, Shohei Ohtani currently the favorite to win back-to-back National League MVP awards. So look at what he's doing. Are you taking him to repeat or the field?
Dan, I'm going to take the field led by Pete Crow-Armstrong of the Chicago Cubs because, like Ohtani, there's a lot of versatility to his game. He's having a great season offensively, 21 home runs, all kind of slug this year. On the bases, he's considered to be the best pure base runner in the sport, 24 stolen bases, and maybe his greatest impact is on defense. Cubs manager Craig Counsell told me early this year that he thinks Crow-Armstrong might be the best pure defender in the sport. I think he's going to win the award.
Yeah, and look, I got to tell you, he's carrying my otherwise sadly underachieving fantasy team. So happy for that with Pete Crow-Armstrong. Over in the American League, Aaron Judge is the favorite to repeat as MVP. You taking him or the field?
Dan, I'm going to take the field led by Cal Raleigh, and this would have been unthinkable a month ago because Aaron Judge is having the greatest season for any right-handed hitter ever. But you know what? Cal Raleigh is having the greatest season for any catcher ever with all the power, 32 home runs. His adjusted OPS plus is 198. That's better than the career best of Johnny Bench, Gary Carter, Mike Piazza, any other name you come up with. And on top of that, he's considered to be an elite defensive catcher.
Yeah, unbelievable what Cal Raleigh is doing out there in Seattle. But taking it back to Judge, his Yankees are 11-12 in the month of June, and the crosstown Mets haven't been a whole lot better at 12-12. These are both teams that have super high expectations. Given the way they've played in June, which of those two are you more concerned about right now?
The Mets, because they're pitching. Look, the pitching was the backbone of the great start that they had this year. They were leading the majors in ERA, but during this stretch, that group has struggled, especially among starting pitchers. They've had a ton of injuries, and last night, Griffin Canning going down with Achilles injury. Their hope is that Sean Manaea will come back in a couple weeks. They just got Frankie Montas back. But it's going to be a challenge, especially in an absolutely stacked American League. The context is much more difficult for the Mets than it is the Yankees.
Yeah, Canning injury, tough to watch, obviously, last night, especially since we seem to get an Achilles injury on TV every couple days right now. We're about at the halfway point of the Major League Baseball season, so we wanted to get some mid-season superlatives from Buster. So, Buster, what do you got?
All right, best pitcher on the planet, I've got Tarek Skubal, who is, of course, the defending AL Cy Young Award winner. He's having another great season. Dan, early this year, he had a stretch where over the course of 11 games, he had 95 strikeouts and 3 walks. And by the way, it looks like he's going to pitch on Sunday Night Baseball this week. The player most likely to get traded, the star, Eugenio Suarez of the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's not totally clear that Arizona is going to sell. Mike Hazen, their general manager, is considered to be super competitive, but if Suarez is dealt, he would be a perfect fit for the Yankees. They could put him at third base, slide Jazz Chisholm over to second base. Suarez this year, 25 homers, 67 RBI, a great clubhouse presence.
Yeah, and so we're about at the midseason point, as I told you, which, as you know, is not remotely too early to predict who's going to win the World Series. What's your predicted World Series matchup at this point?
So I've got the Dodgers, which is not a surprise, coming out of the National League. The American League, the Tampa Bay Rays, who are surging like crazy over the last 6 weeks. The Rays thought internally that they would get better during the year, and that's exactly what's happened. Junior Caminero hitting like crazy. They expect Shane McClanahan to come back sometime before the trade deadline. And think about this. If the Rays make the World Series, they'll probably have to move the Rays home games because they've been playing in Steinbrenner Field, a place you know well, Dan,
yes,
down in Tampa Bay. They'd have to find another place for the Rays to play at home.
I was going to ask, because a World Series game at Steinbrenner Field in Tampa would be a little overcrowded. Great stuff, Buster. Thanks so much for getting up with us. We'll obviously be checking back in with you a lot as the baseball season rolls along. First